Sports Talk 1080, the Team Orlando's Tuck and O'Neill. Hold on to that football. The season ain't over yet. We've had 256 games of the regular season of the NFL, 11 playoff games to come, including Super Bowl 50. But we thought today, to start our new year, we'd recap some of the highlights, maybe the lowlights.
I was going to say, please tell me what the highlights were.
In the bowl season for college football.
We're done. There aren't any. I mean, even as a Bull fan, you have to admit, this has been the most hideous bowl season probably of my lifetime. You can speak pre-me, but I don't know if I've seen one worse than this.
Well, depends who you follow. I mean, if you have a...
if you cheer for one of the teams blowing somebody out,
correct,
life's good.
Oh, that was fun.
But if you're just watching the games, I mean, this has been one bad game after the next.
I agree. And honestly, I probably watched less college football bowl season. I was on vacation for the entire gamut. I've not had a work day with a bowl game, coming up. Outside,
you don't have to brag about it, man.
Monday. Well, but I was disappointed too. And a couple of things. Every year I put together a chart of how each conference did. The SEC did very well. I mean, there's no question about it. Of the 10 teams that they sent to a bowl game, they went 8-2. And their only losses, the humbling loss by Florida here against Michigan in the Citrus Bowl, and then the other loss was Texas A&M losing to Louisville. Everybody else scored a win. So they by far were the most impressive. In the American Athletic Conference, I mean, UCF went 0-12, but the American Athletic Conference had a number of teams in the top 25 during the year. Now, granted, there are two bellwethers, the teams that got to the championship game, both won bowl games, and Houston beating Florida State, as I predicted, in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, the Peach Bowl up in Atlanta. Not the Peach?
No, they did win the Peach Bowl, but Temple lost their bowl game.
No, I know.
Oh, you said the two that got to the title game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. The two that looked most prepared.
Houston won, you're right, but
Houston and Navy.
The rest of them, Navy won, but the rest of them. Ugh.
Yeah, it was a horrible bowl season for them. I'm a Notre Dame guy. Notre Dame got beat by a much better team.
And that was one of the more entertaining games the last few days.
Not really, to be honest.
I mean,
not from a Notre Dame point of view.
Just as a neutral observer, at least there was some idea of, oh my gosh, maybe it can be a close game for a little while.
Both you and I thought Oklahoma would beat Clemson. That didn't happen. Yeah. Clemson, they're a touchdown underdog to Alabama next Monday. We'll talk more about that later in the week. But man, oh man, these are the top two teams that have deserved getting to that championship
night. There's nothing that can happen in that game that can erase all the ugliness here, but perhaps it can at least give us one great game to wrap the season up with.
In your lifetime, Alabama and Clemson have played once. It was Nick Saban's first game coaching Alabama. Alabama upset Clemson in that game, one of those preseason games. Could it be his last?
No.
Look
at you trying to stir the pot.
I'm asking, just asking. Hey, don't bat that thing if it's loose in the end zone. We're Tuck and O'Neill, weekdays 3 to 7. Sports Talk, 1080 The Team Orlando.